Hi, Hayden here, and this video is being made as experimental video using off-camera audio to capture, the audio for the video. So let's go ahead and check this out. Okay, I'm making those three claps. I normally do those at the front of the audio where you're going to work, but I needed to make the demonstration for this, what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm using my lavalier microphone to capture audio into my cell phone. This is the ZTE Axon 7 cell phone. This is one of their, I guess their, I don't know, landmark. They have a special name for these kind of phones, like the top of the quality phone that they're putting out at the time. The ZTE Axon 7 was the best phone that ZTE was putting out when I purchased it. It was an affordable phone and I could have it that day, and I killed my other phone, so I kind of needed that to happen. Well, this phone does very good work, and it works very well with this lavalier microphone. It needs a TRRS microphone input. So this is the Rode SmartLav Plus, and it is a TRRS. Normally, the input to our camcorder, or like for our headset or whatever, that's a TRS connection. So that won't work for the input into the audio for the, for the camcorder. So I went and picked up this special microphone, and I also picked up a 20-foot cable so I can get a little bit further away, and you can actually see that TRRS connection. It's got the three black rings around it. That's what that's all about, right? So the issue is that I stepped on the end of that cord, kind of tripped over it and everything else, and it's very, very thin. The cord is very thin, much like this microphone cord here, and so it's not robust. It can't take a beating like, say, one of these cables here, kind of a microphone cable like this. A nice strong cable, can take kind of a beating and everything else. You want to treat all your equipment with care, but a better made cable can hold up more. I realize that a 20-foot cable is too long, and this 3-foot cable is too short. But what I did notice is I could take the cable, right? So every time I'm wearing a lavalier microphone, I have to pull my shirt out of my pants, and I normally tuck my shirt in, so I have to pull the shirt out of my pants and basically push the microphone cable, so it doesn't come apart. I push that into my pants pocket. So I have that in my pocket, and then I had that 20-foot cable, so I had some freedom of movement. But to have more freedom of movement, you really need to go wireless. And the problem with wireless is that you are restricted to radiomagnetic interference, electronic interference and everything, and you really don't want to have to deal with that. And a lot of times you're not going to know that you're having this interference until you get back to the editing booth and you start editing your video together. So this is an experiment to capture the audio file and then to be able to put it and match it up with the video file. So this is what I have going on here. On the screen that we see here, I'm sorry, I should point the direction. Off to, I guess, my left, your right, is the, or maybe your left too, if I have it set up right. Those two windows over there to the side are OBS Open Studio. So it's Open Broadcaster Studio 26.1.1, and that's what's on the screen. The other screen, of course, is me in a video window. This is the video window you're seeing, and that camera is the Canon HFR 500. So it's a Canon Vixia HFR 500, a camera they haven't made in years. Okay, the microphone is the Rode SmartLav Plus microphone, and it's not plugged into my camcorder because my camcorder microphone input is a TRS connection, and this microphone is a TRRS connection. Now this microphone here is a short shotgun microphone with a wind muff on it, and we can take that off and show you what this looks like. Kind of a real big microphone. You're not really want to put this on your shirt like this one here, right? And it has a shock mount to it and everything else. So it's real great, and the wind muff helps me be able to have it outside and capture, nice audio without, wind sounds and things like that, like sounding like you're in a hurricane or something like that. So what I'm capturing the audio track on is really both. There is a soundtrack on the camera. So I'm going to make this video. When I make this video, you're going to see me, I'm going to switch back and forth I'll put something on the screen. I'll put a little note on the screen, whether it's the on-camera mic or whether it's this microphone here. you'll clearly be able to tell the difference because this one here is right next to me and the camera is probably about 3 feet away from me. So a 3-foot distance to the microphone that's built into the camcorder and the microphone that I'm wearing. Now to record a soundtrack on the cell phone, my ZTE Axon 7 cell phone, to record the soundtrack there, I can get far away from my camera. As long as my camera can hear those, you know, clapping of the hand, the markers to set up the audio, and as long as I keep the two audio tracks together, then it'll make sense. And I can put them together and I can capture the better sound and replace that sound that's on the camcorder with the more professional, better sounding microphone that I'm wearing right here. So that's what the experiment is. Again, the experiment is to take my Canon Vixia HFR 500, use that as the video input to record into the screen here, into OBS Studio software. So the video is connected to, actually I have to use an adapter to connect the video because a camcorder without the specific attachment doesn't just plug into a computer. So I use the Elgato, I believe it's what, Elgato 4, whatever, I don't know what it is, but it's Elgato video captures an HDMI out from the camera and captures it into a USB in my computer. And it's capturing video and audio. Through the HDMI cable, it gets both. But for the audio, to get a better, clearer, crisper sounding audio, I need to have a better microphone closer to me. The benefit of this, and that's going to be a future experiment down the road, is I could be like 20, 30, 50 feet away from the camera, and you don't have the issue of, shouldn't have the issue of radiomagnetic interference or electronic frequency interference or anything like that. You shouldn't have EFI, RMI interferences with this setup. Right? The video is recording the video and the audio is being recorded separately, right? And they're not connected. It's not a wireless system. It's a completely separate standalone system. There are portable recorders, like a microphone that will record the audio right into it. And they have many different things and they cost some amount of dollars, right? You can pay a little bit of money. You can pay a whole lot of money. The issue here is I already have this microphone. I already have my cell phone and I already have this camera. So without doing any other additional expensive purchasing of equipment, by experimenting with this equipment and making sure I understand how it can work, how to use it and everything else, then I have the opportunity to do more. Let me give you another example. Here I have the GoPro camera, right? So this is my GoPro Hero 8 Black camera. I haven't made any videos really of, you know, substantial amounts or anything, really just a few with this camera. And I don't even know if I use the external mic or not, but this is the microphone I bought for this. And the reason why I waited to buy this camera, and I waited till the price came back down again before I picked it up, is that I wanted to make sure I had a way to input a microphone to it. And this gives me the opportunity to do that. The good thing about the GoPro, it also puts power out. This microphone over here, it's, you know, electret microphone, it needs power. It needs phantom power to operate, and the GoPro puts power out. The cell phone also does as well, or put power out to the microphone that it needs to operate. Another good thing about that is if I have one of these little curly Q cords close by, and I do, good, it's not connected to anything. This specific one with a gray end and a black end here, it has the two different connectors that I need to be able to connect up. That microphone has a TRS output, so it actually has a plug. It's not, you know, wired to a microphone. It has an input, so it's got a TRS input, right? So I can plug it into the microphone, and the TRS I can plug into the GoPro, and that's why I want the short curly Q wire to it, because I don't have extra wires hanging around the trip over, right? So that'll work great with that. I also have a TRS to TRS cable because I can use that with other, as a matter of fact, that is the connection that you use with the GoPro. The TRS to TRS allows me to use this microphone with the cell phone as well. So if I don't want to wear a microphone on me, but I want a microphone close to me, and I want the microphone, and I want the phone a little bit further away, then I'd go wired directly to the cell phone and have the extension cable reaching out to me to the short shotgun microphone, so I can be a little bit away from the microphone and still get sound, right? If I had to do voiceover after the fact or whatever, then I can do that too. Whatever I need to do to get the job done, right? But this experiment right here, or to wrap this up, and this is capturing audio separately from the soundtrack of the camera and then matching that up in the editing booth to get this done. All right, and I'm using OBS software to capture the video. The cell phone's capturing the audio, and I just need to copy this audio. When I get done, I wrap up this audio file, copy it over to my computer, and then I can go ahead and put it into the editing. I just basically just drop it into the edit thing, match up where I clap my hands, and everything else should match up all the way through. Double check it, and if everything worked out, you're going to see this video on the YouTube channel. You're seeing this video, right? And with that, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like the video, make a comment below, let me know you came by to say hi, and if you haven't already done so, hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate the growth on the network, and until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.